So hello and welcome to the channel. In this video we're going to be talking about the shorthand operators, and in previous videos we talked about the numeric operators. So you remember, the plus, the minus, multiplication, division, and the remainder. So in this video we're going to just kind of go back and touch on that a bit with the order of operations that we were talking about, and we're going to show you what the shorthand operators are all about. So now you might remember from the other video we made up like a little, an equation that we were just kind of working with here, and we'll do that again. We'll just go result is equal to, and we're looking at, we'll go 5 times 2, and then after that we had to, we have to multiply that by 3, and we'll just go easy. We'll just go 2. We got 10, we'll multiply it by 2, we'll get our 20. And then in here we had to add 40, and we'll put that all in brackets as well. And then after that we have to, divide that by 5, and then we'll come over here, we'll put that, and then after we get that result we have to, multiply it by 2 again, and then we'll subtract it all by 15. Just very bare, nothing too complex or anything. It's not really a true formula. It's just, this is what maybe, something you have to do. You gotta do this. So this is all fine, it works. And we were talking about in the the operator, or the order of operations video, that if you're struggling with this, or you can't really get your whole equation on one line, or you're not really sure, it's not working out, you're not getting the right result for some reason. So what we can do is we'll just come down here and we'll say result. Well, let's just print out the result, because this is technically our right. We'll just print this out first. Print line. We'll come in here and we'll just give it a tag in front of it, just so we know result, what we're working with, and then we'll just add that result variable to the end so it shows us what result we're working with. So again, we were saying before, you have to do it, you might have to be doing it all on one line, or sorry, you don't have to be doing it all on one line. We can break these steps down and just do it line by line. So our very first step, we know that we want to multiply 5 by 2. That's very simple. We'll go 5 by 2. All right, so now once we get this result, we got to take that result and we got to multiply it by 2. And in the order of operations, we went is equal to result then times 2, because we know we've taken this value and we've stored it in here now. And we come down and we put that result there and we multiply it by 2, just the same way that we would do here, because again, the order of operations would be these inner brackets. It would do that and get your 10. Then we come out and do this next set of brackets and get your times 2. So that's what we did here. Now, there's an easier way to write this. That's exactly the same thing as writing it this way. We can just clear that right out of there, and we just put that right there. And that's exactly the same thing as what we just had in this previous. All right, and that's called the shorthand operator. This is a shorthand multiplication operator. So now instead, you don't really have to write it this way if it doesn't feel comfortable to you. You kind of got to go again with this whole result times, and that's fine too. It's just another way of going about it. Just make sure you don't have this here, because that will be, again, like saying, it would actually have said like this if you had this still stuck there, and we don't want that, right? So just be aware of what your outcome, or what you're kind of working with here. But there is a shorthand version, and we can just do this exactly the same thing that we wrote. And now we got that, so we went here, that's this line, then we went down from, we took our 10, multiplied it by 2. Now we have to add 40 to it. So again, we did this last time. We went, took the result and we added 40 to it. And this, again, we can do the same thing that we have up here. These are all available to us. We can go like this, just add same thing that we just wrote, and then we got to divide it by 5. And if you're kind of hopefully catching on at this point, we can just go like that, divide by 5. Then we want to take that result value, want to multiply it by 2, and then we want to take our result at the very end of it, and we want to subtract 15 from it. Alright, so now we'll just copy this, bring it down here, and we'll pop that right down there. So now we'll say result short, or one line, we'll call it one line. So that's kind of what it is, you know, it's on the one line, and this one we'll just call longhand. That's fine, either way. The result comes out for you, that's perfect. You know, if it reads better this way, or again, you don't even have to do it this way, you can do it in the way that we did on the order of operations page as well, but you're going to see that the result is going to be the same. But I want to walk you through this really quick. So we come up here and we take our result, we make it 0, right? We come here and we do all this math to it, and we store this value into result. And now we print out that result. Now this value is technically whatever the result will be here. And when we come down, now result actually gets rewritten to this value here, because there is no shorthand operator here. It'll actually rewrite it to 10, to this value. So that makes it able to continue on down this road here. If we were to actually put a shorthand operator here, this would actually continue down the line. So whatever result we had here would then transfer down into here and be the same as writing this right here. Okay, because we got the plus sign, we're going to be adding it. So now we don't need this up here. We're going to rewrite the variable, and we'll write it to this value here now. Okay, so that's why this works, and we're going to get the exact same result. I just want you to be aware of that. So I'll print this off, and we'll run it, and we'll show you what it looks like here. And there you go. The long version, or the short version of it, one line version, and the long-handed version. Exactly the same math that we're performing across the two. And this is how you would shorthand the same thing. So it's, again, there's just many different ways to accomplish the same goal when it comes to programming, and just knowing the different I guess I don't even know exactly what to say, like the different ways of going about it, or the different tools you have in your tool bag to work with. It just helps for you later on. Like, you know, this is just a quick way, and when you get more comfortable in the programming, you'll see how these work. And as we build programs together, and we will build good applications, or bigger applications, you know, we'll get into some cool stuff if we can here, and I'll show you some. We'll implement these, and we'll use them in different ways, and hopefully you can learn, and we'll get you programming by the end of this, no problems. So that's it for this video. This is shorthand operators. If you like the video, just give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, questions, struggling a little bit, ask questions. We'll definitely try to help you out with them. If you can, you know, leave your comment in the comment section below. If you have any, you know, ideas for future videos, or want to see a topic, you know, touched upon or talked about more, then be sure to put that in the comment section. We'll try to address those for you. And that's you know, just subscribe and get notifications turned on, and we'll get you new videos as soon as we can, all the time. And you have yourself a good one. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.